Arknights, the Master's Travel. Senior Limuan, saw you from across the street, but you didn't answer when I called your name. The milkman greets the new seventh tribunal cardinal while handing her two serving of sheep's milk before going to the next person. After grabbing the milk, Limuan turns around the corner into a quiet street. At the end of the street, as if grazing Limuan's arrival, a towering building that touches the clouds appeared out of nowhere. It looks out of place with all the other low-profile buildings around it. The Shrine of Nurture. What a miracle. She was patrolling the area in and near the Shrine of Nurture, but that plan was quickly changed as Patrician told Lemuel to go to Via Jovita, Bacchus Stephanus, to investigate a possible bombing. Before going on to the scene, Lemuel called someone she knows hiding nearby. The other person whispers and hides their presence as if to not get caught. Lemuel understood and told them to go to Via Metasting. Arriving at the scene, Lemuel sees nothing out of the ordinary. No commotion, no sound, just a quiet neighborhood as always. Suddenly, a figure flashes by in a corner in the distance. The winds blowing upon the person's hood, revealing a bright colored red hair. By the time she checked, that person was already gone, nowhere to be seen. 30 minutes after the hooded figure was seen, Lemon subordinates have already checked all of Via Jovita, but found nothing. Only a broken fragment of a bomb that was used to blow up a pillar. The explosion only causes damage to the pillar, which indicates that the perpetrator didn't use standard ingredients and that the bomb was homemade. After concluding the investigation, Lemuel told everyone to write their paperwork, while Lemuel ordered one of her subordinates, Amos, to accompany her meeting the gun night. At first, Amos refuses. He told Lemuel that they have a bad history when Patrician killed his wife. He understood what his wife did was wrong, but it was still awkward. After finishing her duties, Lemuel and Mastima went to Fiametta's house. They were partying as they were waiting for Fiametta's grandpa to make an announcement. Before long, Patrician finally arrived. In his hand, he brought a gift for his child, his first patron firearm, now passed down to his child. It was to make up for his mistake, in that he made a wall between her and the rest of the holy city, because she was a library and couldn't understand the sixth sense, empathy between Santa. Fiametas didn't understand anything he said and grabs the gun, holding the gun sight at the door. As she was about to test the gun out, Anduin came, opens the door, invited by Patrician. In the rooftop of Fiametta's house, Patrician and Lemuel talks about Via's bad blood between her and Anduin, and the fact that every race can soon be able to use better firearm, and yet they also push on firearm controls, confuses Lemuel as the two policies conflict. For now, she focuses on the bomber that is still on the run. The gathering ends, leaving a bitter taste on everyone's mouth. A couple days later, Lemuel's investigation leads her to the Shrine of Nurture. There she meets a clerk of the shrine, Philip, a retired cardinal. They take a jab at each other's past. Eventually though, Lemon went ahead and tried to meet the matriarch of the shrine. Fortunately, the one she was looking for was just next door. The golden-haired Sancta, praying, breathing rapidly and trembling. She was praying for a Sarkas mother to give birth safely. After the Sarkas mother gave birth safely to her child, they are now sleeping soundly. Medicine and food are given to them to stabilize them. Feeling relief, Lemon is finally able to talk about what she came for. If there has been an attack on the nurturers, the seven tribunals have to work with the Shrine of Nurture in implementing security measures to ensure that the nativity goes off without a hitch. But she was immediately rejected by the matriarch. Leaving the place, she met Philip, where she took a jab at Lemon again, using her failure just now. I knew you had a good intention, Lemon, but you're also showing that you don't trust me. Lemon doesn't trust the shrine, as it just came out of nowhere. After some time still in the nursery, Lemon finds Lemuel trying to dismantle a bomb on a pillar. Lemuel was happy seeing her sister walking again, but that happiness was overshadowed by the awkward situation between them. Lemuel tries to get information on why Lemuel is doing this, but she just keeps her mouth shut. Apple pie with mayonnaise. Had a slice, one another. They use a secret code word to set things aside between them. Lemuel jumps and hugs Lemuel. They talk on what they've been doing, and that Lemuel isn't forced nor extorted to do this thing. Lemuel ties Lemuel's hair as they continue talking. Lemuel says that the shrine is suspicious, but she cannot prove it yet. That's why she is doing this criminal act, tying the last knot on Lemuel's hair. Lemuel immediately left and leaves the disarming of the bombs to her sister. Soon after, Lemuel meets Lemuel again, but now caught by the gun knights. She has no choice but to take her sister into custody. While walking the street, they meet Mostima and Fiammetta. Seeing her in handcuffs, Mostima offered Lemuel time if she wants to make a break for it, but she refuses as she already made enough trouble for her sister. While they were having a reunion, they were interrupted by Valif. She gave a message to Fiammetta and Mostima to stay at the Shrine of Nurturing. The Courier has a mission for you. At the interrogation room, Lemuel interrogates Lemuel and gives Lemuel a milfy fruit tart and also her diploma. I peppered Mostima with questions about you, your working woman, your boss, your co-worker. I know you went to Siracusa, Sargon, and many more places besides. They talk about Lemuel's decision in leaving Laterano and her experience during that time. During her time outside of Laterano, Lemuel's experience was weird, as there was no other Sancta she wasn't able to use her empathy, which sometimes worried her about silly little things. But that experience gave her insight. What kind of collective has empathy turned us into? Does it make us more or less sensitive to others? Does it make us so insensitive that it's easier to accept totally outrageous change? Laterano 6, sis. Just like you were back then. We gotta wake it back up. But Lemon wasn't satisfied with her sister's answer. He's worried that if she didn't explain who is the forces behind her and why she disrupted the Summit of Nations, that the people who next in charge of her won't be so lenient. A thunderous boom was heard downstairs. Lemuel immediately left the room. There, a mobile confessional picks her up, gun on its side. Lemuel jumps into the confessional and starts shooting at the Pontifical cohorts and reinforcements living through the roof. Lemuel just watches all of this happens and takes to the roof to intercept her sister. There, between the roof, Lemuel lets go of Lemuel because she trusts her sister and that she has been having the same doubt with Laterano too. Lemuel invited Lemuel to join in, but Lemuel refuses as there may be something she can only do in the 7th tribunal cardinal seat. Seeing her bright red hair vanish as she was jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Soon after, the announcement was made that Lemuel has been defrocked of her cardinal vestment. A while later, in a Laterano nursery room, Amos, who was once her subordinate, is now the 7th tribunal cardinal. He asks his predecessor for advice. It's something else that I want to ask about. Did you sacrifice your career only to protect your sister? Or did you truly believe what she said? Amos also finds the situation suspicious and turns on Termina, then giving it to her. He said to her that he was applying to be a legabis living in Laterano and be assigned to Bolivar. It was sitting in draft for a long time until he became a cardinal when he approved his own application. But when he did that, the application was gone. No rejection, no record of it. As if it never existed in the first place. Which made him think if this Laterano is real, and if what Lemuel said was right, confirming each other doubt, they make a plan to expose what the shrine is hiding. Lemuel positions herself, where during the grand procession, there's a clear vision of the matriarch. She breathes so lightly that she looks like a statue. Her eyes on the scope, her hand touches the trigger, still waiting for the crucial moment. The moment when the matriarch gives a speech, she pulls the trigger, shattering the glass window between them and hitting the matriarch's eye. But it did nothing. Lemon double-checked if she really shot her. Checking the scope once more, she sees that the statues in the shrine bow their head, hands clasped, and facing the matriarch. If she really is a horrible monster, then it's unlikely a bullet will do any damage. But at the very least, I'll let the people in the shrine see what's so unnatural about her, and create an opportunity for you, L. Combs came in. Amos told Lemuel that his location is compromised and surrounded, as the shrine patrol and the gun knights have got him cornered. He suggests her to leave the building before being surrounded, cutting the comms. Eventually the dream ended. Monsters have overrun the city, and people who attack those monsters become violent. In the far distance, the shrine is still intact. In the street of Laterano, Fiammetta and Maxima was talking about Lemuel when she came wheeling in, interrupting their thoughts. Not long after, they were joined by Federico, Anduin, and Arturia, giving the three girls a task to stop the procession of the pilgrim before leaving with Anduin and Arturia. The team decided to split up, where Lemon is gonna go to the 7th Tribunal to get administration permission for roadside facilities. The journey to the 7th Tribunal was far. She goes as fast as she can, even breaking her record speed, using the wheelchair to get permission to disengage the lock mechanism defenses. She then went back to her teammates, giving them the good news. Weapon in hand, as her wheelchair screeches to a halt, creating dust cloud, she shoots the monster in close range with her sniper rifle, going against everything a sniper do, doing so turning her halo semi-black. Then an explosion in front of the basilica creates a rift. On the other side of the rift was her sister, fighting a bizarre creature with wings and halos of a sancta. Battered and bruised, her halo is falling. Lemuel then jumps high into the sky, raining volleys of explosive on the bullets she embedded into the monster, making it howl, defeating it. A few days after the calamity, Lemuel was about to get into her office before being called by someone. Lemuel told the caller that Lemuel has already left Laterano to strengthen the ties between Laterano and the other nation, as this calamity was just the start of something bigger, and Lemuel was the best for that job with her experience in Lungmen and relationship with Rhode Island. But before leaving Laterano, Lemuel drank all of the seized milk that Lemuel had stocked up.